Hey everybody, welcome back to Wicked Good Sports. This is kind of a special one-off-ish episode. We're joined by my brother, stand-up comedian Liam Marr, to promote his latest interview on his podcast, Good Vibes Live, with former Boston Celtics and current comedian Glen Big Baby Davis. Liam, how you doing?
I'm doing phenomenal, Brian. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. So, obviously,
Every day is a gift.
what was that?
Every day is a gift.
Yeah. Obviously, I was very excited about this interview that you did. As a big sports fan and as a comedy fan, you kind of set it up. Tell us, how this all came about.
Well, I was a star athlete in high school
Mm-hmm.
and in college.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I only stopped from going pro due to a condition I developed in my senior year known as plantar fasciitis.
Mm,
Devastating.
right.
Something happened to Peyton Manning. Um,
Yeah. No,
me
that's
and him
true.
alive. Me
Did
and
you
him
ever
alive.
consider doing steroids and then getting them ordered under your wife's name, like Peyton Manning?
I hadn't, but
Mm-hmm.
it's something to consider for
It's
sure.
not too late to make a comeback. Is all I'm saying.
It is a little late though. It's a little late, I
Mm.
think,
Yeah,
for
well,
me.
comedy seems to be going well, so maybe that's what it should focus on rather
That's
than the pro athletics.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so I've always been a fan. I've always been a fan.
Mm,
I've watched so many basketball games in my life.
mm,
Like
yeah,
who can forget the championship that who could have forgotten that?
yeah. So who could have? Uh, so yeah, obviously Liam. If you can't tell, because this
As
is
a
a
big basketball guy,
sports channel.
it
It,
makes a lot of sense for me to
mm,
have interviewed Glen Davis.
mm,
Um, but sometimes you overlap with people, and lives. We don't really have any idea how things are going to play out, right?
right.
So I'm a stand-up comedian. I am a host at the Comedy Attic on weekends,
Mm,
and a lot of acts come through those doors. A lot of acts from all around the country come through those doors, and
mm,
lo and behold, Glen Big Baby Davis comes in. He's started a new Life After Basketball stand-up comedy tour,
yes. And so
which is
you,
now
sorry.
at Laugh Boston this weekend, I believe.
All right,
Yeah,
hey, the
yeah.
plug. If you want to see Big Baby talk about some basketball stories, check him out, Laugh Boston. But yeah, you get to open for him, and then afterwards you get to sit down and kind of pick his brain about a little bit about basketball, mostly about his newer endeavors. Is that right?
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to talk to him about basketball.
Mm.
I wasn't going to do that because I couldn't. In fact, I
Right.
asked him a question that you wrote, and about halfway through, I realized, like, man, Brian's not thinking about how this man could he be upset with this question,
Mm.
and Liam would have to handle it, not really understanding why.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured it out as I was asking the question, like, wait a second. This is kind of a dig at somebody, and I'm putting him on the
Mm.
spot. Whatever,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Really cool of you to do that to
Yeah.
me.
No, I thought so. I always wanted to ask any member of the Celtics that question, so you'll hear
Yeah,
that.
no, it was very. As I was reading, I was like, man, only
Mm.
Brian would have written this question for sure.
Especially when there's no consequences to me
At all. Did you
at
really think I
all.
was going to be able to? When you wrote that, you're like, there's no way he's going to actually be able to ask this.
I didn't think you would ask it.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
So did that? What was your reaction when you heard me ask that question?
it was a very well. I thought it was funny that you read it, but I thought also it was a very political answer by Glen
Oh,
Davis.
genius, genius! Don't spoil it. Come on, give the
Mm,
people a tease here. It's very raunchy. He says some horrible things or
mm,
great things depending on who you ask.
yeah. So
I mean,
um,
I love
I
basketball.
I
Fucking
really
love.
liked the interview, and I thought you did a great job with it. And I just wanted to. I don't know. Maybe this will get views on this channel. Maybe it won't. But I figured, why not try? It's the sports channel. Glen Davis is, I think, pretty beloved in Boston. He's kind of one of those guys that you remember fondly, especially being part of the 2008 championship. So, I wanted
Who could
to help.
forget that?
No one, as we covered, no one can forget it. So I wanted to, help shed some light on it because you do some great work on your podcast, Good Vibes Live, where you mostly talk to comedians. Is that accurate to say?
I talk to whoever will talk to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go around with one of those like 80s style cassette recorder things.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, the way I was able to lock down the Glen Davis interview was like he didn't know he was being recorded.
That's smart. That's good. Yeah. No expectation of privacy in a public place. So
no need.
You can get away with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess without further ado, please enjoy the episode. Go find Liam's podcast again. That's Good Vibes Live over pretty much any podcast service, right?
I know Apple Music will not. Yes, not sure about what that's about.
Messed up.
Yeah, I'm getting close to talking about it too. So
call him out. I don't even know who the head of Apple is these days.
I don't know. I do know they've left a lot of
maybe.
They've left a lot of things in their back history. And I'm not even talking about how they ruined our entire culture with a cellular device. Not even talking about that.
Oh man! So if you want to find out about that, maybe we'll do an episode about Apple and how they've ruined our culture. But for now, enjoy.
Maybe this time, but maybe.
For now, enjoy this episode where Liam interviews Glen Davis.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Good Vibes Live. This is season 2, episode 18, I think. One of the guys you hear on them here some of the times, here with a special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the program, Glen Davis, everybody. Oh, you can hear him. They're going nuts.
What's going on? What's the deal, baby? It's good to be here on the podcast. What's the deal, man? How everything going, brother?
Things are going great. How are you doing? How was the show tonight? You have fun?
I'm going great, man. You know what? Yesterday, I had a real learning experience today. We had some trouble with traffic, but we got here safe. But today was a learning experience. I had a great time. I'm so happy everybody showed up, and I enjoyed it. Like, it was so much fun. I had a good time.
So,
good take.
Big Baby, what made you want to do stand-up comedy?
I've always been a comedian some type of way, right? I've always been an expressive type of guy. I wear my emotions on my sleeve in a way, and comedy was always like a form of entertainment, like in our house, like, you know what I mean? So it was like, and then I've been an actor, you know what I mean? So it's like it kind of just fell in the right place at the right time because, basketball was over, and I was like, okay, like I want to be in front of the TV some type of way, and I didn't want to do what my peers were doing, like Perkins and stuff like that. So I wanted to do something that, everybody different. And I felt like, hey, why about be the first NBA comedian? And I'm trying to attack it. Yep, trying to attack it, being a comedian.
What's harder, obviously?
I would say being a comedian.
Bullshit.
No, bro, I swear to God, bro, today was the hardest. I feel like I could be in front of 20,000 people than what I did today. Because yesterday I was trying to be more, I had time to think without thinking my stuff, like, right? Pinpoint, go around it, all type of different scenarios. So I kept replaying it in my mind. And so when I came here, it just flew, and so today was more like I was trying to do better, and I end up, trying to compare the days, and I kind of got lost in my world as far as my skit and everything that I wanted to get across today. And so it was a learning experience today, then Also being late, that was crazy, you know. But sorry about that. Anything you need me to do?
It was fun. It was fun to host.
Bro, it took forever. It started raining. I was like, okay, now we're moving even slower. Like, you know, so we got here safe. That's all that matters.
When you got here, people were very happy, and they did watch you. You know, they were psyched to see you.
Yeah, you know what, but I still got to give them more. And today, you know, 50-50, 1 for 1. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's not bad in the basketball world. You know?
Truth be told, seen a lot of comedy. Seen a lot of comedy in this room, right?
Yeah.
And you went in there, you commanded the room, and you got people. I won't say what you said, but you said "fuck somebody." Like within a few minutes of starting your set, and fucking everyone lost their shit. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yesterday,
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
That was big energy. You went right in there.
I felt it, and it was a pop because those first couple minutes, you gotta give them that.
Your opener.
Here we go.
Yeah.
This is what we're gonna get, and when I said that, it set the tempo.
Yeah.
And thank you.
Focus on. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Focus on the opener. Yeah. I try to. I pretty much have a set. Well, you know, you'll figure that out. But yeah, it's you write something, you find something that works really strongly. You open with it. That gets them on your side. You know, they're already on your side when you were up there because you went up there with the energy of what you were bringing. Yeah. And then you hit them with that. It was funny. It was great.
Yeah. Gave him some pops.
Great stuff. I told a few people about that today. It was funny as shit.
Do you mind if I ask them a question?
Yeah, absolutely. How about it?
Is there any comedians that inspired you to want to do comedy?
Oh my God, yes. I grew up in like the old era, right? Well, Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
You talk about, you know, Bernie Mac. You talk about Cedric Entertainer. You talk about Martin Lawrence. Like those are my inspirations. You know, the guys that I related to so much. You know what I mean? So I definitely use those guys in, you know, my swag as far as comedy. You know, yeah.
Where do you want to? Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Run it first.
I got the story right here.
It's a good feeling. Someone hands you a joint right after they finish coughing. Okay. Where do you want to take it, as far as comedy wise?
I want to see where I can go. I want to see how far I can go.
That's a good answer.
I want to see how far I can go. It's a lot of curiosity right now.
Yeah.
And so, you know, when you get the curiosity mixed with a little fear, you know, as a competitor, you go straight to it. And so that's how I feel right now. So I'm just going to keep working and, you know, try to work on my next 2 sets, and hopefully you see a big difference from here and, you know, next time I go up.
Could my brother wrote a question.
Sure.
Could I read? Okay. Can you hold this? Thank you.
One second, big fella.
Yeah, just a riff. Let's goes on. Talk about when's your next show?
Next show is April 1st. It's in Beverly, Mass. That's gonna be great. Hopefully, get that thing popping. You know what I mean?
Here's one. When Scott Pollard was on Survivor, he kept talking about what it took to be a champion. So the TV show Survivor. Is that annoying when someone who hardly played talks like that?
What do you think?
1 second.
He's doing a podcast.
You know, Scott Pollard's a champion. He won. He was on our team at that time.
Yeah, fuck you, Brian.
And that was his way of communicating with the fans on there, as far as, you know, his way of winning, you know, championship mindset. So let Scott be Scott, man. He's a great guy.
Do you have a favorite basketball memory?
Bro, winning champion. You know what? Hitting that game winner at Orlando. Hitting the game winner in Orlando. I think that's one of my favorite moments, because it was kind of like my, hey, I'm here. You know, I'm here in the NBA, and I'm a force to be reckoned with.
Wow.
So that's one of my favorite moments.
Now you've arrived in comedy.
Yeah, now I'm here, man. You know, Gotta keep going, man. I had a great night tonight, man. Great learning experience, man.
Awesome.
It was fun.
I'm excited to see where you
And
take
anything
it.
I need to do, bro, just let me know, bro. Call me, I'm here. I'm gonna call you for fucking jokes. We're gonna get it in.
For sure.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you very much for joining the program, Mr. Big Baby.
All right, big dog.